least everybody will be able to hear the prayer.
The only other thing I can say along these lines is, I'm not really too sure how this goes, but some people in Lubbock are apparently having a hard time dealing with the results of the election. We spent 8 long years. Long time putting up with what we put up with. There'll be another election in 4 years, 3.5, whatever it is. We need to come together as a people and support the president. I am not saying, I know lots of Republicans. I'm not saying all Republicans are racist. But I will say that if you're a racist, you're probably a Republican. Thank you for the opportunity.
You know, I'm beginning to wonder now, since it's time to leave, we got some mic.
That's all right, just pray.
Was it me? They didn't want to hear what I was saying? They didn't want to hear what somebody was saying. That's all right, we said it anyway. But one of the most important things, and I think the attorney just mentioned that, this whole thing is centered around one thing. People over there, it's centered around one thing. The president. When the president got elected president, every racist in the country about raised up and showed there, raised his hand. So, and now we're going to do
Folks, the way I figure it, they just now turned on electricity. I think they owe us about a half hour, don't you? Will you stay with us? Will you hang with us?
That's all right. I'll change this thing.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, now we got the power. You know what amazes me as a retired military veteran? When we were pledging the allegiance, I didn't see any of that crowd over there standing at attention with their hands on their heart, making the pledge.
We talked to Tom Head. Tom Head, but we're the majority in it when it comes to being insulted and disrespected. And sometimes when it's time for us to stand up, we go look for somebody with the largest degree to say something for us. But I don't have now. But I got sense enough to know when I've been disrespected. You see? Now, Tom Head said he knows he was insensitive. I see a sign over there say apology accepted. God said faith with no works counts for nothing. And we know a pair of lips can say anything. If his apology becomes an action that we can see, then I can understand, we can accept that, because we can see a move toward discipline himself and change. Because we got to understand, in this country, a whole lot of change done happened. Because at one time, some of y'all were nothing but backyard critters. And you're not that no more. And some of y'all who are white was considered traitors because you understood human decency. You see? But this is the 21st century in West Texas. What's happening in Washington, D.C. will not affect what's happening on this courtyard right now. We got to make something happen. And every time somebody jump up and disrespect us as a people, we supposed to do more than just stand up here and have it that he was insensitive. And I don't like using this word people of color, because if you look around, there's all different kinds of colored people. But we keep being considered minorities. Meetings. We got to put something in motion. Tom Head said he would do something about what he did. When he does that, that's when his apology will be accepted. Until that time, we still say, you hanging in limbo, boy. Why do I say that? Because until what you say happens, It's just a pair of lips speaking words.
That's right.
You understand?
Yeah.
Because how many of you been lied to year after year after year after year? Huh? By people who say they represent you. But I want to put the responsibility on you. You better start making sure that if you put somebody before you to represent you, they better do what you want. Parades. Because this is what happens when you don't just pay attention to what's going on, saying, oh, that's what they do up there. Because what they do in that building affects you. And y'all know us as a people, brown and black people, and the few white people who understand humane, we populate prisons, not universities. And it's because of somebody who say their name is Judge so-and-so. But then the responsibility on us is to do more than just, hey, this is an opportunity to come up here and show how we feel.
Just pure downright meanness right in this country. Until the Republican Party wakes up to that fact, nothing is going to change. Until America stops electing these people, nothing is going to change. Democrats have always been the ones that look out and change things in this country for the good. And that's how we make change at the voting booth. Start doing it. God bless you all.
Administer justice without bias and prejudice. In the old vernacular of pioneers in West Texas, isn't that like the fox starting to hit out?
Now we have coming up Darnell Hooker, which was also a member of the
I want the same thing you want, and I don't want the same thing you don't want.
Hey, where you at, buddy?
And I'm going to yield to one of our citizens that's been around and has been around in a lot of cases, this kind of case, other cases, Oscar Jones.